Hello everyone, all my family members of my YouTube channel, all those who are just going to become family members on this channel. Warm welcome to all of you. All my subscribers are my family members. All people who are watching us, who are sharing this knowledge, wisdom, practicality, positivity, and the power that we gain through it. Welcome to all of you, and of course, we welcome you to become a part of our family. Do subscribe to the channel first of all. You must subscribe to the channel, you like and share the videos, and spread this message around the world, globally. Building up this YouTube channel, I started it this year, beginning of this year, and it was the thought in my mind was I wanted to disseminate the knowledge, the little knowledge that I had with me and that I have gained till now. So it was that feeling, that I get from now disseminating that knowledge, and the way the family, my YouTube channel family, is growing. It really, gives me a lot of courage, moral support, motivation to go on with this channel and keep providing everybody around the world, globally, more and more knowledge and wisdom and practicality and positivity and food for thought. And it is a very nice feeling when I feel that we are all a family. We are all, a fraternity. So this is a very, very nice feeling. I hope the support will go on, and that we will be disseminating this knowledge, and we will be disseminating this power that's gained through knowledge and positivity and practicality through life themes with Faria Habib, and this will keep happening in future as well. And I will be boosted and motivated to bring more and more free online workshops for everybody around the world. With these words, let's see what this 11th part of the online workshop on time management has in store for us. But please, before that, subscribe to the channel. That's very important. Today, the thought that I'm going to begin with is stress management. Stress management by managing your time. Stress management is a separate topic. One day I will be bringing a workshop on stress management as well for you people. But just one aspect of it. Managing stress just one way is by managing your time. So that's why I've brought this image in front of you, and it speaks of stress management, and that's why it speaks of stress management, because stress is managed through time management, just as our lives are managed through time management. If we are managing our time properly, if we are getting the maximum value out of our time, and if everything is going straight and nice, what happens? We are managing our stress as well, because we don't become anxious. And when we don't become anxious, it means our stress is being managed. We don't become depressed. All negative thoughts don't come into our minds. So it happens that way. That's why I have written here for you people, managing stress at workplace by bridling time. Just like, it's this time's horse, That's why I've used the word bridling here. Time's horse moves on so fast, it flies, and you have to bridle that horse. You have to bridle the horse of time. And once you do that, what happens? You're simultaneously managing your stress and your life as well. You should keep calm and you should work smarter. And when you do that, when you're working smarter, when you're getting the maximum value out of the available 24 hours of clock time, you don't become anxious, you don't become depressed, you don't become stressful because of the dearth of time, or because of the different life situations that come in. Because managing at workplace, especially managing your time well, you're doing your things well, that means you are being productive enough, and you are proving your worth. And when you're doing that, everybody will be appreciating you, and you will be getting your promotions as well, you will be getting rewarded as well. And even if that is not happening, say in some adverse situations, you will be able to gain experience, and then you will be able to move on, maybe to another organization, or do something new if it's a business, say, or anything of that sort. But you won't feel tensed because of your work burden, because you're already bridling time at work. And because you're bridling time at work, you're managing your stress at work. Okay, because you're working smarter, because you're getting the maximum value out of the clock time, because of your mind time that's controlling everything, that's controlling different situations, different work situations, and that's controlling the productivity that emanates from you. That's why you're managing your stress. Okay, so that is very important. And I have mentioned three things here, three most important things here. One is personal effectiveness. Personal effectiveness means you focus on what you are doing. Okay, when you are focused upon your goal, your aim, and you are working towards achieving it, you don't look here and there, and you don't waste your time. Okay, so it's important, because focus in life, when you're focusing on something, that gives you a direction, and that sense of direction helps you move towards the achievement of your goal, and it helps you from moving here and there and wasting your time. So you must focus. You must have knowledge about what you are doing. You are given a certain assignment, say in office, gain knowledge regarding that topic, that assignment, gain clear directions about it first of all, then gain knowledge about it in the direction that you are required to move in or to work on it, and then work on it. Say, I will give you an example here. You have to do something. Now this is a technology savvy world, and we are all working with technology. Say there is any kind of technology, computer, probably a new application on computer that you will be needing to do that assignment, but you don't know about that application and how to use it. So if you just sit at your table and you start trying to learn how to work on it, you're going to spend a lot of time in learning it, and that time will go waste. Why do I say that time will go waste? Well, you're learning it. Why should it go waste? No, it won't go waste. But yes, it will go waste. You know why? Because if you go to your IT department person and ask him to tell you about that application, he or she will guide you in a shorter time span. And you will come to know about how that app works, and you will start working on it immediately. So your time, of course, will be controlled and will be managed well. You will start working on whatever you need to work on. So you should brace yourself with knowledge. You should focus on what you have to do, what your aim or goal is. Your behavior should remain very positive. If your behavior remains positive, you will be better in dealing with people around you. You will be better in dealing with different situations that arise. You will be more positive. That means your behavior will be more positive. And when you are positive, lesser time is consumed in doing things. If you become negative, then that negativity also has to be dealt with, and that also takes up time. It eats your time. It becomes a thief of your time. It becomes a time bandit for you. So doing all these things, being focused, trying to sharpen your knowledge, your skills, and remaining positive, keeping a positive attitude. All these things help you in time management, and they increase your personal effectiveness at work. Okay? And when they increase your personal effectiveness at work, they manage your work stress. So, got it? This is such a simple point, such a simple point. And this shows how we can manage our time well, how we can manage our work life well, and how we can become more effective at work and thus have less stress at work. Okay? Then we have different systems working for us these days because we are living in an advanced world, in a technologically advanced world. And we have many processes, we have automation, we have technology advantage, we have a lot of machines working for us, we have a lot of software applications working for us. We have, if you are working in say in the field regarding say an engineering project, you have a lot of machinery working for you. Okay? Similarly, if you're a doctor and you're working in a hospital, or you have a lot of machinery to help you with different things. If you're a surgeon, say, you have an operation theater, you have all sorts of machinery there. So there is a lot of automation, there is a lot of technology and processes that are involved, full systems are based on that. You should learn about those systems. You should know about those systems. You should gain knowledge. Because gaining knowledge, is very, very important. And it pays back. Always. Believe me. All the knowledge that you gain pays back. One day or the other, in one way or the other. It does. Directly or indirectly. Gaining knowledge always pays back. Okay, don't let me digress. I will come back to the point because there is so much technology, there are so many machines. You should be knowing about what machines you're working with and whatever is related to your field, and especially whatever you're working with, because field knowledge, the whole field knowledge has become so broad these days that we cannot expect one person, say one engineer, to be knowing about all the machinery that is used in different engineering departments. So you should be knowing about the machinery that's used, that is going to be used by you, that can come under your use or that can help you in your work. Okay, so gain that knowledge. That also saves your time. Depending upon all this machinery is actually something very positive and saves your time as well, and it reduces your work stress. It manages your stress at work. Okay, so that is also very important. Then, because when you are working either in your own business place or you have a job somewhere, you have a team that you're working with. You have a team of people that you're working with. And team of people, of course, is human beings, a team of human beings. And human psychology is very, very complex. And you need to handle that complex human psychology in a very, very effective manner. For that, what do you need? You need to have leadership skills in you. You should be a leader. People should not be afraid of you. They should like you for your leadership skills. They should accept you as their leader. You should be aware of the cultural norms of people who are working with you? Well, many people, different people might be coming from different cultural backgrounds, and that's why we should be knowing about their cultural norms, and we should be respecting them as well. It's very important to respect the other person's culture and traditions, because if you don't do that, you don't gain respect in his heart or in her heart for you. And if that respect is not gained, he or she will never work well with you or for you. Trust me, it will never happen. So, learn about their cultural norms and respect them. Always respect them. Okay? Provide your team leadership. Provide them a sense of direction. Give them a sense of direction through yourself, your own behavior. And they will start liking you, and you will form a very strong bond. And you will become a very strong team, and you will be doing things very, very well. And that will be managing your stress and your colleagues' stress as well simultaneously. So that will be something very, very positive. Then the coaching and training of your colleagues or subordinates is very important. Their recruitment is very important. How you recruit them, how you delegate things to them, how you coach them, how you train them for the job, what directions you give them, how clear your communication is. It's all very important. So all these things, summed up, they manage your stress at work, because they manage your time, they manage the people, and because they make you stay calm and work more smartly. So that's why they manage your time and stress at workplace. Okay, so I think all of you have been given a lot of food for thought, and you will be thinking about it, and a lot of goodness will come out of it. So much said about this work stress and time management. Now I will be talking to you about 4 or 5 very basic things for taking time in your hands. And these are very, very, very basic strategies that I will be discussing with you. But before that, see, I've put an image there of Garfield. He is crushed under Monday. That was just a funny streak, and it really interested me a lot. Like, we on Mondays after the weekend don't feel like going to office or going to work, and that happens with each and every one of us, and it has happened with Garfield also. We feel burdened by the fact that we have to go, and this happens. But how to bridle that time, how to take control of time, we have to discuss that also, and I'm going to tell you 4 or 5 strategies, basic strategies that you need to bridle your time, to take your time in your own hands. Okay, the first strategy that we will be discussing is when you have to set time limits for anything, for any project that you're working on. You know that I have this much of time span to complete this, because I have to then go on to the next assignment. Be very inflexible about setting your time limits. We discussed that in the first part of this workshop on time management as well, when we did an activity, and in that activity we learned that setting limitations of time actually helps you work better and faster. But at the same time, those limitations should be realistic. Set realistic time limits, but inflexible time limits for yourself, for your colleagues, for your subordinates. And so much so that your colleagues and your subordinates and you yourself should be completely aware of the fact that this time frame, this time limit that has been set for us is inflexible. Because if it becomes flexible, or somebody has it in the back of their minds that this time limit will become flexible or will be increased, then what happens? Their performance becomes slack. They become lazy about doing their work, and your time is wasted. Okay, so be inflexible about setting time limits. But another strategy now, be flexible. Be flexible about what? About the usage of time that you have with you. You have divided your, say, project or plan into small chunks of work, and those chunks of work can be done within flexible time limits. If something gets completed faster than you or quicker than you expected, you can give that time to the other task, and probably that will take more time. So can this time saved from task A can be borrowed by task B. Okay, so there you can become flexible about setting your time limits. So on one side, be inflexible about setting time limits. On the other side, be flexible about setting time limits. These are two strategies. Then a third strategy. A third strategy is that it's very important, and we have to be very honest with ourselves, and that way we can identify our own bad habits. What are those bad habits? Like, say, for example, when it's lunch break time, you go out of your office or you leave your table to have lunch with your colleagues. You spend more time chatting with them after having lunch or while having lunch, and that way you finish up very late with your lunch, or after lunch you keep chatting with them, or you go to probably some corner to take a cigarette or something of that sort. So what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Identify those bad habits of yours by yourselves, and when you do it, you can then rectify them as well. Okay, so that's the third strategy. Now there is another strategy, the fourth strategy, and that is becoming organized as a person. Keep your room organized, your cupboard organized, your office organized, the drawers organized, the files organized, the stationery organized, so that when you have to look for different papers or files, or anything of that sort, you don't have to waste your time doing that, or your time doesn't get wasted doing that. Then, because this is the computer age, we have files and folders in our computers also. So they can be some folders on our desktop, or in some certain drive, or in the documents or downloads. We should be organized about that as well, because if we are not organized, we will be wasting a lot of time looking for certain material. So keep your stuff organized, either your hard stuff in hard copy form, or your stuff in soft copies. You should be organized about everything. Okay, and that is a strategy, a major strategy that will keep these things, these files, folders, and everything from becoming the search for them from becoming a time bandit for you. Okay, then another strategy, the fifth one that I will be discussing with you here, is you should set reminders about certain things. To-do list that you have, we already discussed in third part, I think, of this workshop, online workshop on time management, that we should have a to-do list with us, and every morning we should revert back to it, see it, and then go about doing our tasks or whatever. At that time, set reminders in your mobile phones, or keep some sticky notes, write small things on it and stick them to your table or your drawer, or whichever place is there near you, where you set your eyes, so that after, probably sometimes it happens, we complete a task and we have been so mentally occupied with it that we forget we have to do that task as well, another one. these reminders, these sticky notes, or any kind of reminder that you set for yourself on your mobile phone or on your computer, they don't let you forget that you have to do that task as well, and that saves your time then. Okay, so much so about time management today. We have discussed a lot of things, and I think you must have enjoyed it, and my whole family must be very happy with this online workshop on time management. And all those who are not part of our family yet, we welcome you all also to become a part of our family. Do subscribe to this channel, become a subscriber of this channel, become a part of the family that's going to go on spreading knowledge, wisdom, take everything positively, practically, and become powerful and spread that power around the world. Become a subscriber, join hands with us. Spread this message of knowledge and wisdom, and it will be great. Do subscribe, do like, do share, and take care of yourselves, take care of the dear ones around you. Cheers.